What's going on, people of YouTube? My name has to be Kurtyoy, and today I've got a bit of a new show that hopefully will be stretching throughout the whole of the Euros, called Euro Roundup, where I just go over a few games that have happened and give my roundup. And today, as groups A, B and C have finished, I decided to do a Euro Roundup on the first three groups that have been played, starting off with Group A. So of course, Group A started with the opening ceremony for France, in which maybe they didn't perform to expectations. Everyone expected France to blow away the competition in that group, but they were quite nervous. They end up winning 2-1 through an absolutely fantastic strike by Dimitri Payet, and it's worth noting that his shot was good enough for anyone's normal, stronger foot. That was his weaker foot. So if anything, question the quality that Dimitri has, then it was just answered right there and right then. But they won 2-1. Overall, it was a decent performance. I feel like it's a lot like the England performance that I'll go on to in a sec. There was a lot of positives to go on. There's also maybe a few, questions to sort of think about that, maybe they need to start rethinking the strategy in certain areas, and also in the defence they did look quite weak, and especially defending set plays. As a few times Romania did go close. Romania grabbed their goal through a penalty, it's worth noting, so France haven't conceded the goal in open play, but a good start from the hosts, grabbing a first win, and should easily now see them through to the round of 16. And then finally, we have the second game of the group that was played at 2 o'clock the following day, which was Albania versus Switzerland. And ended up being 1-0 to Switzerland. An early goal from Fabian Schär, probably a goalkeeping mistake, was enough to see them through. There were chances either side, however the captain for Albania, Kana, don't know how to pronounce that name, got sent off. Now this is just a story of whoever picked up points would most likely go through, whether it be second or third. Switzerland were the second favourites, and the favourites to get second. 63% of people said that, or at least probably everyone said that France would go first and Switzerland would go second. I suppose now it's just a battle between Albania and Romania who gets third. But overall, Switzerland looked quite good. Could have taken more chances, probably should have taken more chances. Same with Albania, both had chances and neither of them scored from the Schär goal onwards. So as far as looking at that group, I think France will head up against Switzerland in the first and second spot, and it's just a choice between who beats each other in Albania and Romania. On to Group B, and we started off Group B and ended off Group B's first round of games on the same day. 5 o'clock in France was the time when Wales kicked the ball the first time in European competition for, I think, 58 years, and they started off really well. Again, it's worth noting, probably another goalkeeping error. And we've seen one maybe in the French game for Giroud's goal, then Schär's goal was a goalkeeping error, and this one I think definitely was a goalkeeping error. You got Bale scoring, no, it was a well-hit free kick, but the keeper moved way across his line, and it was easy for Gareth Bale. But Wales looked nervy. I think it's worth noting that 5 at the back was maybe too defensive, and they sat back on their laurels for far too long. And in the end, they got what was coming, and they conceded a goal through. I think it was his first touch from the substitute and Duda, but they got back into it. Aaron Ramsey, who had a terrifically awful game, It was shocking, I felt, watching it. He, mistimed his run, kicked the ball by accident to Howells Meccano, who finished the ball under the keeper's legs, or under the defender's legs, and it dribbled into the back of the net. Overall, I think Wales done enough to secure their spot in the next round, just because of the fact, they'll get third, I hope, because they should get points against Russia, at least, because if we can't, then, Wales surely could have Gareth Bale, because Russia were not very good at the back. But overall, a good result for Wales. And as far as good results go, it didn't end that way for any of the other home nations. England drew 1-1 with Russia, and despite people constantly trying to look for negatives, there was more positives than there were negatives. I feel like Harry Kane wasn't on the ball. I don't think he touched it in the opposition half, and Raheem Sterling just seemed to stop playing every time he got the ball and pass it backwards. And I think he was trying to be Michael Carrick, to be honest, but Michael Carrick doesn't play left wing, and Michael Carrick's not very fast. So yeah, you fell badly on that one, Raheem. But in the end, we didn't finish our dinner far too many times. All we got to do is put the ball in the back of the net, as simple as it sounds, and it's good. But overall, I think just one mistake at the end cost us, almost cost us again, with Joe Hart trying to see the ball out for some reason. But we were good in the end. I just think a few changes are needed. Maybe Vardy to come on earlier on, Wilshere maybe to come on earlier on to try and pick the locks in the defence, and also Raheem Sterling not to play. I supported you up until now, but in the end, I can't. And worth noting, a fantastic hit from Eric Dyer, but again, 4th game in a row, you could say a goalkeeping error, because the keeper really should be getting into that. And again, he's moved far too out from his line, and he's paid the price. But overall, it's a positive for England. If we can go on and beat Wales, we should easily get through to the next round. And finally, we finish today's episode on Group C, where there was a group game from Group D played as well yesterday, but I'm going to do Group D, E and F in a separate video just to try and make sure the video doesn't get too long. But we started off with Poland versus Northern Ireland, and that was a really nervy game. I felt like Northern Ireland really just tried to play for the 0-0, which was disappointing to see, and we didn't see Will Grigg. Sorry. Anyways, Poland won 1-0, not through Lewandowski, actually through the other striker, Milik, who I think has had a fantastic season for Ajax, scored against Northern Ireland. Northern Ireland now do need a result against Ukraine, unless they can get something against Germany, which by the looks of things, I think it could be quite easy, because Northern Ireland have been good at set plays, and Germany didn't look like, the Germany of World Cup in the defence. They looked really nervy and got away with a lot of things. And in the end, Poland won 1-0, deserved to win, probably should have got more. And Northern Ireland, I think, goal difference-wise, will be counting their lucky stars. It's just 1-0. And then we've got Germany versus Ukraine. It's worth noting that Poland and Ukraine hosted the last European Championships, and they're in Group A and Group D, so right at the opposite ends. And, they're in the same group this year, and they're going to play each other, so worth noting. Quite cool. But, Germany started well. I feel like there was a defensive injury. I can't remember who went out, but someone came out and Mustafi came in, and Mustafi scored. And also had a really good performance, it's worth noting. But he had a good performance again, like I said. He scored the goal. I don't think there was much complaints from the defending or the goalkeeping for once. Neither was in a Poland, so Group C is good for goalkeepers. But we moved on from that, and they were nervy in the defence. They had chances to they could have took, but they didn't. And in the end, it was just the one last counter attack. Özil with a fantastic ball into another Premier League German player, Bastian Schweinsteiger, who, bearing in mind, he hasn't played since about mid-March, I think, sprinted up there like he was in his young days and finished the ball like he was Miroslav Klose, made it 2-0, ran back down the other end of the pitch to celebrate with the fans. Fantastic to see, and Schweinsteiger made it 2-0 to Germany and pretty much secured Germany going through to the next round, I think. So that's it for your roundup. Like I said, these things are going to happen every single time. 3 groups finish, so D, E and F, then we'll have one after that, A, B, C, one after that, D and F, we'll have one after that. The one time we won't, because I'm flying over to America on Sunday, that might delay it, or it might mean it won't come out, or I'll just do one for every single group for that round 2 and just speed through it quickly. But, like I said, I can't really help that. But also, if you want to enter a free giveaway for a chance to win maybe a current England shirt, a retro England shirt, a retro club shirt of all your choices, and also, some Steam vouchers maybe as well, then click the link in the description, send you over to my video detailing a giveaway depending on how good or bad, I suppose, England do in this tournament, and enter. It's free, and if you enter, you could win any of the prizes I just mentioned, plus anything else that could happen along the way. But thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you all have enjoyed. Hopefully the Euros is getting really well. And one thing I want to mention, do not look into any reports about the hooliganism, because it's French, street gangs, is the Russians, and it's also the English. People trying to portray the English as the bad people, and there's also people trying to portray the English as the really good people that are just unfortunately preyed upon. It's every single way. And I'll show you this picture on the screen now. For any people that don't think England done anything wrong yet, there's a reason that, they can't be picked up on if they're going to act like that. But thank you guys for watching nonetheless. Hopefully you have enjoyed. Enjoy the Euros. Don't forget, hooliganism is not wanted anywhere. And peace.